Hi, this is Ryan Lawler here. I'm here with Techcrunch TV. Today we're here with Josh Reich from Simple, which it's not a bank or a bank account, but kind of a banking service. How would you define it? What do you offer up?
Sure, so we give our customers a replacement for their existing bank. So customers get the Simple Visa card, they get access to the largest fee-free ATM network in America, they put their paycheck into Simple, they pay their bills, they have a really fantastic mobile experience and web experience, and we wrap all of that up with a very personalized level of customer service. Now we do all of this, but we're not a bank ourselves. We work with partner banks who take our customers' deposits and hold them in fully FDIC-insured accounts. So at the end of the day, they're the ones who are taking care of the money while we're taking care of people and technology.
Okay, cool. So basically the idea is that you're providing a level of customer service and applications and a web interface and other things that typically banks aren't very good at.
Right. Yeah, look, banks have been very slow to adopt modern technologies. It hasn't been pressing upon them. But the reality is that traffic to branches has declined by about 50% in the last 5 years. And banks are kind of left scrambling, saying, hey, we never adopted any new technology, quite literally, in the last 20 years. How are we going to be able to do this? So what we've had to do is sort of gut out, eviscerate sort of the core technology that's inside banking and build our own system, this fully real-time processing and accounting system, because banks literally today are still running on mainframes, and it makes it really hard to provide the level of experience that we provide on the web, mobile, and customer support if you're running a 1970s era infrastructure stack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let's see what you actually get. I'm a Simple customer. I've seen this, but you should be. But let's see what Simple customers get on the web when they sign up.
Happy to do so. So we're logged in here to my account. The first thing that I'm somewhat proud of, I guess, is to draw your attention to is the safe to spend balance you see in the top right corner of the screen.
Okay.
So I've got $10.26 safe to spend right now.
Okay, what does that actually mean, safe to spend?
So safe to spend answers how much can I safely spend today without hurting myself tomorrow. People have future commitments, whether they're in the form of payments that they've made but hasn't actually left their account yet. They have bill payments that they have scheduled, and they have financial goals that they share with Simple that they want to stick to. At a lot of banks, if you schedule a bill payment in 2 days from now, they won't reflect that in what you see, and you're likely to run into that overdraft situation.
Okay.
We have a very different model at Simple. We never want to profit from customers not understanding their finances. We never want to profit from customer confusion. So it means we never profit from any of the fees that we charge. And because we're not profiting from fees, we have no overdraft fees, no late payment fees, no monthly minimum fees. And it's a very different experience.
Okay. And you collect a whole bunch of data. So let's see what that looks like in the user view.
Yeah, sure. So because banks are running on mainframes, they actually throw out a lot of data because it's really expensive to store. Do we want to see this? Yeah, let's have a look at this. Sorry about that. So we not only collect a lot of data or store a lot of data that gets thrown out, we let our customers add a lot of data in. But some of the data that we do collect is things like zip codes. So 97% of transactions come in with a zip code. And that means that it enables customers to use the search feature in a really natural language sort of way. So I can do a search for, say, California, and I can see all of my California transactions. I can do California hotels. Here are all my California hotels. California hotels last year, that's where I was at. So it gives, by collecting all this data, augmenting it with customer-generated data, customers can get a situational awareness to their finances. They can have very sort of fleeting questions that they can answer very quickly, and that's a relationship that people don't typically have with their money.
Okay, let's talk about goals, because this is actually a pretty cool feature that I use. Set a goal to save up for holiday spending or whatever, and how that works. Yeah,
sure. So what goals are is a way for customers to automatically save for either future expenses, vacations, trips, engagement rings. A lot of people are actually saving for down payments on their house, and what it does is you tell us, I want to save $500 for a vacation, I want it in 6 months' time. We'll create a goal for that, and then every day we'll take a couple of dollars out of your safe to spend and put it into that goal. And because it's completely effortless, there's no sort of interaction from the customer apart from setting it up, people get surprised that they didn't think they were able to save up for things because it typically requires a lot of work. They're now actually doing things like going on those vacations, buying those engagement rings, saving up that month's rent in advance, which a lot of people want to do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you also have a pretty robust phone application.
Yeah.
I use the iPhone, but you also have Android. So how about we take a look at that, and what are the requirements for your customers? Everyone has to have the iPhone app, right?
Yeah,
or
so
the Android app.
We purposely limited sort of our total market because we wanted to make sure that all customers had a smartphone. And the reason for that is we have this mission to help customers better understand their finances, and we understand that people's wallets are right next to their phones. And if we could enable experience whereby you swipe your card and immediately your phone's aware of that and you can see the impact of that on your safe to spend, you get that situational awareness. So we launched with iOS support in July, Android support came out just a few months ago. So I don't know if we're looking now at the phone. Yeah,
sure.
So you can see the parking meter. We have a Ryan's shirt here. So you can see all the things that you could see on the web, you have access to on the phone. You have customer service that you can do over the phone as well, either via chat or by talking to us. You can pay bills. One feature that we launched recently, and you may want to block the screen while I type in my card number, is the ability to actually, if you've misplaced your card, immediately block it from the phone. So if you can see here, you can see that my card is working right now.
Okay, you can cut back. Okay.
So here's my card being activated. Let's say I've woken up, it's Sunday morning, I was just out at a bar and can't find my card. I think I may have lost it. Press that button and in a few seconds, that card will be blocked. So now if that card was stolen, there's going to be no more fraudulent charges. That card doesn't work. Let's say you find your card, press that button again. Of course, this is all password protected.
Right.
And your card's working again. Give it a moment. There we go.
Okay, awesome, cool. So you launched last July,
Correct.
and you're sort of in this invite-only period right now. Tell me a little bit about how many people are have actually been invited, how many people are on the wait list, and
Sure.
what that's been like.
So we have had over 200,000 people request accounts for Simple.
Okay.
Right now we have over 25,000 cardholders who are using Simple. We're really quickly accelerating the pace of bringing people off that waiting list.
Okay. So you're doing more each month, I imagine.
Yeah.
There were more in December and more in January than the previous month.
Correct.
Okay.
For us it's really important because it's not only technology, it's also that customer service interaction. We really pride ourselves on having agents who, we have no way in our call center of transferring a call from one person to another person because we want every agent to be enabled to do right for that customer and to be trained and knowledgeable. So we have to grow up that team so we can bring on more customers.
Okay, fair enough. Excellent. And so you're on smartphones now. You're on Android and iOS. Are there other devices that you're looking at going forward that could be interesting?
Yeah, so right now the immediate future is to expand excuse me, on those two platforms. So I think coming up soon we'll be having support on tablets, on Android. There's a lot of interesting form factor Android phones that are not quite phones, not quite tablets, and so making the experience work right on that is something that's important to us. And then down the track we'll look at further tablets as well.
Okay, excellent. And final question, I mean, how, I signed up because I'm a tech geek, but how do you get regular users to sort of find out about this and get interested and actually switch, because there are huge switching costs when you talk about banking, right?
Yeah, so we haven't actually done a lot of marketing or sort of active customer acquisition. What we're finding now is that we launched a referral program a few months ago, and our active customers are nearly each referring 3 new people.
Okay.
And those people have friends who've gone through the sign-up process. Because honestly, the sign-up process itself, I don't know if you remember when you did it, it's only a couple of minutes to fill out the paperwork, but then you've got to, digital paperwork, but then you've got to make the switch. And so having friends who've done it is a really powerful way to see how to do it.
Right, excellent. All right, well, thanks for stopping by and showing us Simple, and thanks for being with us.
My pleasure, thanks for having me.
All right.